Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Figma Ren Hazuki from Love Live Superstar. We're going to go ahead and put it off to the side and look at the box, which is a very purple box. You got, a picture of Ren there. You got a picture of Ren there. You got 556, Ren's name. You got Bandai Art, Namco Arts sticker right there, Love Live Superstar, and the window where she'd be. Max Factory way up here. On the top, you have a pose of Ren and Figma and all that stuff. On the side, you have another pose of Ren, and another pose of Ren, and another pose of something weird on the bottom of the box. Another pose of Ren, and a bunch of pictures of Ren on the back as well, and warnings, and ages 15 up, so not for children. On top of that, you got the instructions, which, in English, and there's not a whole lot because it's kind of simple, and of course, on the back, you have them in Japanese. So yes, Ren from Love Live Superstar, my favorite character. Yeah. Why? Because she's an awkward dork who got a little too attached to video games. She's like me. But yeah, you can see, getting into little details, you can see there's her face there. She got, long black hair with a little white bow, bit of striping in the bow too. She's got her kind of amber eyes, this red bow tie. They got in the gray and the white undershirt with the gray dress, a little silver ring for the belt. Big old long white socks and brown shoes, and yeah, pretty much you got all that stuff. And yep, there's the big old ponytail, which was the anime just showed is kind of lethal if you're in the wrong path. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. That pretty nice looking. Comes on the stand, of course, standard hexagonal base, the swivel, the hinge. So yeah, you can get her standing and get her into a lot of poses if you want, depending on how you want to do things. And yeah, even has a little kind of loose extra strand right there. Although that's a little thing I'd be very careful with, just because don't want that to break off. That'd be bad. But yeah, posability. The head is on a ball joint, although it's kind of, and the thing you got to deal with the hair too. So the head's on a ball joint, and you got left and right and up and down, and you do have a bit of waggle as well. The ponytail. It's got this because it's only pegged on. See, it just comes right off, so you can give her short hair if you want, which is weird looking. Yeah, it's I believe the bow is kind of its own separate thing. Yep. Actually, the bow. See, the bow has a ring, so you can, I think, just put her hair in without the bow. Although there's a spacing issue, I think. Yeah, you're gonna have a little bit of a problem, but. Let's see. Yep. You can swivel around, and there is a slight bit of forward and back movement on the hair piece as well. Not a whole lot, but you can get it out of the way if you wanted the bow. So I just, you can have it, I guess, out this way if you want, or whatever. You can get out of the way pretty easily. Shoulders, you got full rotation. You got this up and down. You got outward. You got a little bit of forward and back. You have a swivel there right above the elbow. You got elbow curl about that much. The hands can swivel, and they also have the hinge as well, because that weird pseudo ball hinge that Figma likes to use. The waist, of course, you got rotation and full range like there, so crunch and side to side and forward and back, all that stuff is there too. As well as that, I believe there's a second kind of thing down here as well in the second thing, and you can also extend up and down for if you need to, for the hips, because the hips are kind of a little limited by the skirt. Even though the skirt is a rubbery plastic, there's still going to be limitations. So if you want that, you want to extend that down, and then you can do that. You can go that far, and back that far, outward that far, before you start running into all the skirts kind of stretch out as much as you can. You got a bit of thigh swivel. Knees can bend that far, and at the ankles here, you got forward and back. You have rotation side to side, and you have a little bit of tilt as well. So, yep. Ren here is pretty posable, even with the skirt. And there you go. And the hair gets out of the way pretty easily as well, which is nice. Yep. Real quick though, comparison-wise, before I do the accessories, it'll be easier that way. She's with Canon. Cuckoo. Standing crooked. I don't know why she's standing crooked. There we go. And Chisato. We've got a little pose. Yep. Ren is, I believe, the tallest of them by just a hair. At least she's supposed to be. Yeah. That's the 4 so far. And that's the 4 for the, well, indefinite future. Because, again, Sumire got delayed because of a manufacturing issue or something. I don't know what happened exactly. So it's going to be a bit before he gets all the, I guess, well, now the 3rd years. Whatever. Oh well. Can't be helped. But anyway, way. Of course, she comes with a bunch of accessories, including, hey, a backpack, which they all come with, including a little tiny, I think it's a horse. Yeah, it looks like a horse or something. Horse head. That's just interesting. She comes with a little happy face. Comes with a shocked, upset face, I guess. A little replacement wrist joint just in case. Plinth of hands, fists. Oop. Actually, yeah, you have the victory, gripping hands, open palm, fists, and another one which, you know, has the little love hands pointing and separate pointing as well. And if you order from Good Smell shops, either US or international, you get this little bag as well, which will have the little hand holding part, which again, I'll show them off more when I get all 5, which won't be for a while. And of course, to put all those accessories in, you get a little baggie, which has a Figma logo on it. So yeah. And like before, you just have the, if you want to use the accessories, like for example, the backpack, you gotta pop at least the one elbow arm off at the elbow, take her off the stand, and slide the backpack up one arm, backpack strap, get the strap around the other arm. So there's a peg on the back, which goes into the back right there, and then reattach the arm. And of course, there's a hole in the backpack, which the stand can peg into. And there you go. Ren's got her backpack on. Faces, of course, are also easy to swap. Just pull the front of the hair off, pull the existing face off, and swap. Put that on. That's a nice tight fit. Oh, and there you go. Now she's really happy. And once again, hand swaps are also pretty simple. It's just well, conceptually simple anyway. Sometimes they are on there real snug. Yep. Pull off the hand and put on a new one. And there you go. Pretty straightforward, and yep, pretty straightforward. So once again, she's just like the other ones in the sense that, but it's Ren. You know, she's my favorite. She might be your favorite. I don't know, or you might not even care. You might be going good back to the robots already. But considering what she is, she's pretty good. There's nothing really wrong with her. I haven't seen anything anyway. She comes with a okay amount of accessories, not a whole bunch of them really, but she pretty much comes with the same amount that every one of the superstar ones have come with. The only thing would be very much the The price is, again, now the yen is recovering. The price will cost you, at least at this point, over $60. And if you buy from the US shop, it's $80. Or US domestic retailers, $80. So yeah, it's like, I would say if you're buying domestically, not worth it. But if you're importing Japan, it might just barely be worth it. But the yen is on the rise, so she's gonna, probably a good chance that in the future is going to start becoming like 65, 70, and then 75. And we're going to be right back to where we started anyway. So yeah, in the end, yeah, $60 price point, just barely worth it. But yeah, if it starts going much higher, it's kind of harder to justify it because there's, again, the lack of accessories. But if you really like Love Live, you probably already kind of have her on pre-order or something, or if she's your favorite from Love Live Superstar, then yeah. But yeah, that's it for this one. I think might be a little spendy if you buy it domestically, but importing it's probably fine importing wise. But yeah, that's it for this one. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitter, Nemesis Prime 1. Check out my co-host. It's cohost.com/Nemesis-Prime. Check out my Coffee and my Patreon. And I'll see you next time with another video review.